Hello, my friends. I hope you are having a fantastic day. We are going to make one of my favorite recipes. It is always a crowd pleaser. We're making my chicken tetrazzini. Friends, if you don't have this recipe bookmarked, please bookmark it. I almost consider this, as many of my recipes are, an endangered recipe. This is something that was very, very popular, showed up at potlucks, picnics, dinners on the ground, family reunions. When I was growing up, it may not be as well known today. I don't think it is. But if you have my recipe on hand, you will always have it for your family. And I do want to tell you, this is insanely easy to make. I've served this, I'm 60. I've been serving this since Zane and I were married. We've been married 38 years. 38 years, never has anyone not liked this, from children to picky eaters. It's fantastic. And you'll see why when you see the ingredients. Basic, yummy. Now, I'm just gonna walk through and I'm gonna tell you, first of all, you're gonna need, and I'll link to anything that I tell you you need, you're gonna need a big bowl because this makes a big dish. I freeze my casseroles. I make them and freeze them in these aluminum disposable casserole dishes. Why? Because I'm more concerned about practical than pretty at this stage of my life. I have made this and frozen it and reheated and cooked and served it in beautiful stoneware that goes from oven to table. That is an option, and if I were serving this at a nice dinner party, I would do that. But we take a lot of these dishes to the lake, and we take a lot of these dishes to small group, if it's not here at our house, if it's at our friend's house. And when everyone is done, and they will clean this out, we don't have to wash a thing, we throw it away. And if you're going on a trip where you're renting a house or you're going to a second home, it's so nice to throw away and not have to clean. Now what I have here, I have about 4 cups of chicken white meat. I poached this chicken. You can use rotisserie. I do not like using rotisserie. I can just tell when something's rotisserie. I think this is best when you do your own chicken breast meat. Just season it simply with salt, pepper, a little garlic powder. Whether you poach it, whether you bake it and shred it, it's just more homemade tasting when you do your own. But that's just me. Then we've got spaghetti pasta. We've got our cheese. And I have, and often do, grate my own cheese from a big block. I love the Cabo Seriously Sharp. I'm fully aware that this is not the best, but this works. And I don't want to grate any cheese. So, and this is a pound. You can adjust the cheese on the recipe. You can add more, more cheese is just great. So I'm using this. 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. You can make your own. I have friends who would never touch canned soup. That's fine. You do you. But I think this is great. This is an old recipe. This is what the church ladies used, and it's just fine with me. So we have 2 cans. Then we've got 2 cups of sour cream. You can use light, do not use fat-free. And then we've got chicken bone broth. I prefer to mix the broth and the soups all separate. I'm not gonna do that today because I have been cooking all day and all of my dishes are dirty and I'm ready to be done with this. So I'm gonna mix everything with my hands so it's gonna work. Y'all, some days you just do what you can. We're dumping it all. And let me just tell you, I'm 60. I've made this a million times. Just because it might be a little bit better to use the Cabo Seriously Sharp. Sometimes you're doing great just to get it done. Now we're going to do the sour cream. I will tell you all one substitution that's an interesting substitution, and it's probably not something most of us have on hand, but I had some one time because I had seen it at Costco and it was on sale, but Rayo's Alfredo sauce. You can use that in here. It's just a yummy, cheesy sauce. You could use 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1 jar of that. You can use 2 jars of that. It's just a rich, what you're doing is you're making like a gravy or a creamy base. So we have that. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm gonna mix all this up before I add the pasta, and then I'm gonna add some of this And I'm gonna use my hands because it's just easier. So I'm mixing all of this to get the chicken fully coated. Some of this chicken, you might say, that chicken looks dark. There's not dark meat. I had about a cup of chicken left over that had some Caribbean seasoning, not taco, because that would change the taste. And I added it to the mix because Zane and I didn't eat it all. Why waste chicken? Okay, so I want you to see, very thick and creamy. Now we're gonna add broth because when we add the spaghetti, we're gonna need more liquid. I'm not gonna use all this spaghetti, and I'm also gonna show you, this is, I think the recipe calls for 12 ounces. You don't have to use that. I like to cut it too. It just makes it neater. You don't have to use 12. You can go lighter on the pasta if you don't want that much pasta. But if you're feeding a crowd, guys, let me just tell you, pasta is your best friend. It will stretch this dish, and if you don't want to run out of food, always use the amount of pasta that it calls for, because people can't put as much on their plate and they get full faster. Okay, so we have this. So I'm going to add a little more of this. Then I'm gonna add some of the cheese and mix. So the way I do it is I do it by feel and by sight. You want this to be moist, but not soppy, because it will dry up a little bit in the freezer and then when you cook it. And I've just made this so many times. I'm gonna use one glove. I'm gonna add just a little more pasta. I do some, look how many gloves I go through, guys. I'll link to my gloves. I keep about 10 to 20 boxes, and each box has 100. Family Savvy is not gonna be out of her gloves. Okay, so I've done that. Gonna add more cheese. Who wouldn't love this? Who wouldn't love it? It's basically a cheesy spaghetti. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I don't know if I've ever shared this before. My first chicken tetrazzini, I was in junior high school, and my great aunt, her best friend, was the governor's wife. It's when George Wallace was the governor, and this was Lisa Wallace, the first lady. My aunt was her best friend, and I went with her to a luncheon at the Alabama governor's mansion, and they served chicken tetrazzini at the lunch. Fell in love with it that day, and I spent a lot of time trying to perfect chicken tetrazzini because it was so impactful on me. It was so yummy, and this is true comfort food at its best. It's hard to use too much broth because you keep stirring, and because you've got a lot going on and the broth absorbs. I typically use most of one of those cartons. I think I'm gonna, guys, no, I'm not gonna use any more of that, because if you use too much pasta, it can dry out. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think we're at a good place. I'm gonna move this and get this out. Oh, I was gonna spray. Let's see, hang on. You do wanna spray the bottom of your dish, just where nothing will stick. Here we go with the gloves again. This is legit how I cook. I use these gloves. Number one, I don't like food touching my hands or getting under my nails, and it's easier to stir. For good measure, add a little more. Almost done with this. One more stir. And sometimes, depending upon how I plan to serve this, I will make 2 of these, just 2 smaller portions. I'm going to use all of this because I think I'm gonna serve this at my granddaughter's first birthday party. We're gonna have about 8 to 10 people, and this will be plenty, and there will be enough for leftovers. Look how pretty. I'll show you one more thing that I add. You could put more cheese. I'm not, because we have so much. We are gonna put Parmesan. This gives it a sharp cheese taste and a nice little crust. Parm is fantastic. Perfection right there. Y'all, this will serve 8 to 12, depending upon if you serve a big old salad, big crusty artisan bread. My favorite is Costco rosemary Parmesan bread in their bakery. I buy it, slice it either in half, or I pre-slice it, freeze it, drizzle it with good Costa-Rina EVOO, bake it, serve it with this in a salad. And my Mississippi green beans. Those are make ahead. You just marinate them up to 2 days ahead and heat them through. I'll put that recipe below as well. People will rave. Leftovers are fantastic. You have 2 options. You can put this in the fridge for up to 2 days and then bake it. just like this. Or you can do what I'm about to do, because we're about to go on a vacation. So this is going just like this in the freezer. I'm gonna wrap it really well. In fact, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna wrap it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it because I want you all to see. I like to put this on top, just gently press it down where it keeps the air from getting directly on the top. Then I cover this, and I'm not gonna do this because I'm about to share with my Instagram people. I'm gonna cover it really tightly in this. Then I'm gonna put it in a 2-quart gallon Ziploc freezer, get all the air out, label it, and it will stay yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's say I'm gonna serve this on the weekend. I'll pull this out a day or two ahead of time. It'll be ready to bake. You can bake it same day. You just have to add about an hour, and it's just easier to thaw it as much as you can before. And then you wanna make sure when you take it out of the freezer and let it thaw that you take this off before you bake it, and then you want to lightly cover it back with the foil. For the majority of the baking, you only want to take off the foil the last 10 to 15 minutes, or the top will get done quickly. I hope you all will make this. Please, please, please let me know if you do. I know your family will love it. You'll be glad you have this. It's easy, make ahead, family friendly. Don't let this be an endangered recipe for you. If you like my content, I hope you will subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. I love sharing savvy tips that help you in some way. And as always, until next time, you be blessed and stay savvy.